What are the different things that we are going to see today? The operations on sets, that is, one is the union, very important operation, which is union of sets. Then we also have what is called as intersection of sets. Intersection of sets. So then we also have what you call disjoint in your syllabus. I am selectively seeing and writing because few things are not to be done this year because it is not considered in the it is in the reduced part, that is reduced syllabus. We have this and a few things we don't have, that is two more things they have taken out from the syllabus for this one year only. So one is what is called as the difference. See what I am writing in red, it is not there. Difference and difference, and we also don't have a complement. These are not there in the syllabus. This is not there for 2020-21 syllabus. Then also the properties. These are not there, and these are the three things. However, if you can remember, I told that I will do these three also. I will just explain briefly, and some of the students personally they have asked me what is the meaning of difference and this other things, complement, properties. So all these things also I will surely explain, but those who don't want, they can just ignore this because it is not the part of this year's syllabus. So first of all, let us take what is union. So once again, supposing I take A is A, B, C, D, and let us say E also, I will just add E also, and B is C, D, E, F, G, and let us also assume there is one more universal set, a slightly bigger set, A, B, C, D, E, F, G and H. So now I am going to explain to you the several things in this. I want you all to note down this so that you should keep while writing. You must be able to, while working out, you should help me out. So first of all, what is A union B? So A union B, what we will do is A comma B comma C comma D comma E. I wrote this, and union, if you recall that this is the symbol for union, and I will write the other set also. What is the other set? C, D, E, F, G. So now I have to take the union of this. So what we are going to do in the union is like this. In simplest way, if you can just define it, in the common language, we have to include both the elements of A and B. It should contain all the elements of A and B. That is the simple way of explaining. So what are those elements? So it will be of three categories. One is it is there only in A, or it is there only in B, or it is there in both. So this is what actually we will be using in the case of doing problems. While doing problems, there may be questions on this. There are two types of people. Somebody is drinking only tea. Few members are drinking only tea. Few members are drinking only coffee, and some are drinking both. So finally, after giving so many of the universal set and other things, they will ask you so many questions. So it's very simple to write now. So A union B will have elements of both. So what I will do is A, B, C, D, E. So because this set should contain all the elements of A, I am writing A, B, C, D, E, and I have to write all the elements of B. But already I have written the C, D, E, it's already there. So I need not repeat again, I should not repeat again. So what I will do is the extra elements, these are the extra elements, that also I will write here. So this is what is called as A union B. So what I have done while solving this problem is, I have kept in mind, actually while doing the problem today, I had left one E, so that some student told me that sir, you have not counted that E. So it's very important that you should consider. So this I was having in my mind. So what I did, after writing that, I did not repeat it again. Once I wrote this here, I did not write again for this, one more time I did not write C, D, E. So then the extra elements I have written here, the elements of this I have written here, A, B, and here I have written F, G, and also common elements. So this is what is called A union B. Now when you take A intersection B, A intersection B, so only the common elements you will write. Which are the common elements? You can note here that it was only C, D, and E. C, D, and E. So these were the common elements, and that we have written. So I explained to you what is union, what is intersection. Now disjoint, I will come to that later. I can explain here with another simple example. Suppose we are having x is 1, 3, 5 and y is 2, 4, 6. Now what will be the intersection of x intersection y? So these are the things which you will be using next year in probability. What is the chance that when you throw a die, it will be both odd number and even number? So what we will do is, we will put odd numbers 2, 4, 6 are possible. Even numbers 2, 4, 6 are possible. Odd numbers 1, 3, 5 are possible. If you take the intersection of both, what will be there? It will be nothing but a null set. So when you take two sets and if you have nothing in common, so that time we call that as disjoint. So I have explained to you these three main things. I think there should be no problem now. I remember this, I should remember this, or maybe in one more example, or maybe I can write it again for teaching you what is a Venn diagram, and also how to do the, okay, here itself I will show you what is A minus B. So what is A minus B? I can just take the, so what is A minus B? So here also what we are going to do is, you have to note this, very very important. I know that many students while doing the problems, they make a mistake, A, B, C, D, E. Kindly you just observe this, please. You have to observe this, even though it may not be there in the syllabus, I am just explaining. And this is C, D, E, F and G. See, please note this, this is very very important. See, once again, every time I am following one method, if you can just observe what are the common elements, just because I am little not good at seeing because my sight problem. So what I usually do is, I will just write like this and keep. So I will know these are the elements common to both. Now what is A minus B? A minus B is nothing but A comma B, that's all. So in this, whatever the first set, whatever we are having, from that first set we will remove the common elements. So if I take up what is B minus A, you will be very easily able to tell what is B minus A. So in that case, what I will write is B, first I will write B elements, that is C, D, E, F and G, and minus what are the elements of A? A, B, C, D and E. So here again I will take the common elements. Once again I am just recollecting that I should see these people very carefully and give a proper treatment to them. So now what I will do that is I will remove those common elements and retain in B minus A. What I will do is I will remove those elements from the first set. The common elements I will remove and I will put FG. Now kindly remember, in this case, in this one what I did is A minus B from the first set I removed the common elements, but some people will include this F and G. We should not touch anything that second element itself, second set itself we should not touch. Here also second set you should not touch at all. You should not do anything concerned with that. What you should do is only the first set. From that you have to remove the common elements and write. So this is what is called as A minus B and B minus A. Now supposing I have to write, see all these things, this page whatever I am doing now is only for what do you say, just a reference purpose. It will not be there. Now they have asked us one more thing, the complement of a set. Suppose you take A dash. What is A dash? From the universal set, other than this set, whatever is there. Similarly, what is B dash? U minus B. Similarly, in some other problem they may ask you what is X dash. So U minus X. Somebody will ask you what is M dash. U minus M. So from the universal set you remove that set. That is called the complement. So when you do that, what you can do is you can clearly see that I will take the example of what is A dash. What is A dash? A dash is U minus A. So that is A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H minus, and A is of course we can write it as A, B, C, D, E. A, B, C, D, E. So when you take up here, you can clearly see that these are the common elements, A, B, C, D, E. They are the common elements. So it is, since this is a bigger set, naturally it will contain our A also. This is actually A and this was U, and we did this U minus A. So A, B, C, D from the first set, from the universal set, if you remove this, what you are getting is, even E is also there. So what you are getting here is F, G and H. Similarly, B dash will be from here, B dash, I am directly going to do this. We have C, D, E, F, G. We should do actually U minus B. So I am not writing like this lengthy. So what I will do is, from the universal set, in the B elements, all are there. C, D, E, F is there, up to F is there, up to G is there. So only one more H is missing. So this is A dash. This is called A complement, and this is called B complement. This is called A complement. Once again I am reminding you, this is not there in the present syllabus, but you need to know this. And the one last important thing, again this also is not there, but you must definitely know, because when you take up some higher classes, or maybe if you are going to become a data scientist and other things, you need to know what is meant by Venn diagram. Venn diagram, it is very, very, very important. See, they may say it is not there in the syllabus, but if you know the Venn diagram, then you can do the problems. The statement problems are actually not removed. So to know that, you must know this Venn diagram. It will be very easy to do all the problems by Venn diagram. I can almost do all the problems by Venn diagram itself. The big problems, like for example, in a village there are 1000 people, and 800 of them wanted to become engineer, and 700 wanted to become doctor, and some 400 wanted to become teacher, and some of them wanted to become all the three, their aspiration. So we have to form a diagram. So that for that you should know a method how to draw the Venn diagram. Actually the Venn diagram was actually made, first made use of by a person called John Venn. That's why it has come under his name. It's a very important diagram and you should never miss it. So now what I will do, see, please observe how to draw the Venn diagram. What I will do is, I will never complicate, it's very very easy. So I will take up like this, two sets are there. This is for the first set A, and we have another set B, and since we do have the common elements, I will draw like this. That is, there will be an intersection, and this you can draw correctly. I am just using the pen, so it's little difficult. Then in fact you can use the compass or coin or something like that, by which you can draw neatly. Then what I will do is, I will draw the universal set. For that I am drawing the outside. I am taking the space outside, and here this is for set A, and this is for set B, and this is universal set. All of you can definitely follow, even if it is 3 sets, you can follow the similar method. While doing the statement problems, I will surely let you know how we are going to do that. Now I will just take up this. So from this you can see which are the, once again, these common elements will, I do this every time, it's a very safe way of doing. First what I will do is, this is the most safest and the best way to draw the Venn diagrams and also to solve. So what I will do is, I will take up these common elements. First I will write them. It is there here. It belongs to both A and B. Then which are the extra elements? The extra elements from A, C, D, E are here, and the extra elements are A and B. Then if you take B, we have certain extra elements there also. So I will just write them also. I will write that as F and G. Then we have some of the elements which are neither in A and B, but it is there in the universal set. So for that I would write here, somewhere here. So this completes the Venn diagram. It's so simple. Venn diagram is so simple. What you have to do is, you have to take the common elements, put here. Similarly, when you get 3 sets, what is common to all the 3 you put first, then you take the other 2, then you take these 2, then you take these 2. Like that you can do it. Of course I will do that while doing the problems. So if you can remember, what was A minus B in our problem? From the set, A set, we were removing the common elements. So this is only A minus B. So what was B minus A? From the set, B set, we will remove the common elements. So you have to actually shade and show whenever they ask. Unfortunately it is not there. Fortunately or unfortunately, it is not there for the syllabus. So now with that I have almost completed what should be discussed today. And of course we have intervals and other things. I will just take I will take a break on this video, and I will complete that also.